So biopharmaceuticals are a very interesting and unique industry to me, especially from a sales and marketing perspective. By 2016, biopharmaceuticals are going to account for approximately 23% of the global market of therapeutics. And Evaluate Pharma thinks that this trend is only on the rise. When we look at the fact that approximately 400 out of the 2,000 therapeutics in the industry's pipeline right now are biologics, it's clear to see that these two statistics, they mimic each other. And this notion that I think biologics are going to be a significant contributor to the industry in the future. I think most industry experts would agree with this. But it also means that biopharmaceuticals are going to be subject to the exact same types of sales and marketing pressures that pharmaceuticals are right now. So we have to ask ourselves, what are the current sales and marketing pressures that the industry is facing? So the purchasers of biopharmaceuticals, entities like healthcare policy creators, various payees of different varieties, and patient groups, they're now playing an increasing role in the valuation process of these newly marketed therapeutics. So this trend is predicted to not only accelerate, but I think that this changing business consumer dynamic presents a great opportunity for biopharma to capitalize on a new form of effective sales and marketing, considering the fact that healthcare expenditures globally are on the rise. And in the past, the pharmaceutical industry has relied on aggressive sales and marketing techniques through the big budget campaign approach, which has been seen in the models that were used for drugs like Viagra and Lipitor, which were wildly successful. But with the changing dynamics in the industry, however, specifically when you look at the introduction of real-time product changes we've never seen before, things like real-time changes to drug-drug interaction information, real-time changes to labeling, changes to dosing regimen. I think a more iterative and stepwise approach is going to be needed from a sales and marketing perspective in order to parallel the nature of what the industry will be. And I think this is actually a great thing, especially for biopharmaceuticals and the industry of therapeutics in general, since it's going to cut down on the just under $60 billion the industry is currently spending on sales and marketing. But the challenge is going to be to develop a model that replaces that shock and awe sales and marketing effect generated by such big budget campaigns. I think this is a wonderful time for the biopharmaceutical industry, considering the fact that global increase in demand for personalized healthcare and biopharmaceuticals' novel approach to adhering and supporting this trend, just based on the nature of the science and the product differences that biopharmaceuticals can offer as opposed to pharmaceuticals. I think a more micro form of sales and marketing will best complement this changing industry trend and will flourish as a new addition of sales and marketing within the sales and marketing sector. The shock and awe, big budget model that we've seen in the past will meld into more of a intimate and communicative form of marketing and marketers' relationships between them and their customers. If industry can find effective ways of delivering expertise and it becomes more of a liaison between government agencies, health insurers, and now more than ever the patient, I think that they'll be able to tackle the industry change that seems to be tectonically occurring in the biopharmaceutical industry. With the changing sales and marketing environment, more comprehensive techniques are going to be required to deliver what the industry is asking of sales and marketing. So we have to ask ourselves, what is the industry asking us of sales and marketing? And importantly, from a marketing and sales perspective, what demographics are asking this of us and causing this change in the way that we sell and market? PricewaterhouseCoopers cites two main demographics specific to biopharmaceuticals that they see in the future. The first are those affected by chronic disease. So old people, and this number is on the rise. The second are those who are going to be affected by new era diseases, and with a lot of emphasis now being placed on disease prevention. In that area specifically, biopharmaceuticals does have an advantage over traditional pharmaceuticals. Based on the nature of biologics and their ability to supply to these demographics of chronic disease and disease prevention, I see the sales and marketing sector of the biopharmaceutical industry having an enormous opportunity to implement models that are going to reflect this changing environment. And I hope to be able to learn what this changing environment is and experience the relationship between what is required of these demographics from a sales and marketing perspective and that relationship between the industry. Ultimately, I want to be able to develop a more comprehensive sales and marketing techniques, and most importantly, being able to communicate this relationship to the variety of customers that are highly unique to the biopharmaceutical industry. As time goes on and this change in the sales and marketing nature within the industry is more solidified, being able to have comprehensive industry-specific techniques and, more importantly, being able to communicate them to the purchasers of these products will be huge. So in the midterm, I hope to be proficient in this relationship so that when my Generation Y demographic enters the product period where there is a demand for therapeutics targeting chronic disease or new era therapeutics that may require a more preventative approach, I'll have an understanding on this relationship and how biopharma should be communicating this relationship and implementing this more stepwise, iterative approach to sales and marketing. I think it's a very exciting time in the biopharmaceutical industry, especially for the sales and marketing sector, and I can't wait to learn more about it.